Welcome back, fellas. Let's get into some interesting videos.
You, we are f***ing, and I am leaving, and we don't talk anymore. I turned it around. I felt like I took the power, and because I have all these Tinder guys, you know.
Yeah.
However, Tinder, it's like so easy. I'm just like left, black man. left, black man. I also have a very high sex drive. Yeah, it was just, I didn't know anything really about them. So I just slept with them. And then it was like, hey, next. And I didn't realize how easy it is. I literally could get on my phone and do like that night. If I wanted to hook up with a guy, you could just go on. It's the easiest thing.
Bro, what? I am disgusted. She said left, black man. Bro, what? Nah, this is insane. Shorty said, bro, she could get a nigga that night. I mean, for good reason. Most men, they're on Tinder to, you know what I'm saying, do the smash and dash type stuff. And I wonder what some females could be looking there for, like a relationship, smash and dash. I don't know. That was a very interesting clip. And I have nothing to say. I'm completely appalled.
In the entire world, I have never wanted a man and not gotten him. Do you have any idea how many men have wanted me?
But I didn't ever want like a serious relationship, and I just had that in my head and I compartmentalized, and I think it's fine. Like, if you could.
For all the people out there who are single in their 30s, I just want to remind you, you have time. So much can happen in 6 months, a year, 2 years.
I love it.
I think your body's saying the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You 30, you try to procreate, you try to have some babies. I don't think your body's saying you have time. You know what I'm saying? Biologically, I don't think your body's saying you have time like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially that you also have to like develop like a little bit of an emotional relationship with the guy that you're trying to have a child with. So that even takes time. And that's one thing that I realized. I was like, okay, if I want to have kids and be married at 28, that means I gotta at least start really seriously dating at, at least 20, 26 type stuff. Because if I want it at 28, that means you gotta have a emotional connection with this person. You gotta know this person. You gotta have a relationship with this person. So that even takes time. You know what I'm saying? So your body is not saying the same thing, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Go to my high school reunion and apologize to the girl we called a hoe the whole time. I said, excuse me, sis, you was ahead of your time.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age. Women love nice guys. We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems.
Listen, I always say this, right? When it comes down to nice guys, right? I feel that a young man that grew up with just his mother, he will become a nice guy because his mother will create him to be what she likes at her age, right? Which is like 30, 40. Because at that age, now she wants the nice guy and the gentleman, right? So he'll become, the nice guy. But I think is an interesting domino effect with nice people is because there could be a female, she's a nice girl, she's a complete sweetheart. Then a guy cheat on her, and then she becomes effed up. And then she meets a nice guy that completely crushes his heart, breaks his heart, makes him go through a depressive phase, makes him feel not enough. So then he becomes a hoe, and then he starts doing it to other nice people. So it's like hurt people is just hurting nice people, and then those nice people are becoming people that hurt people that's hurting more people. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting domino effect of, people just genuinely being nice, having a good heart, and then they're getting their heart crushed by someone that got their heart crushed before, because they like, man, I know the game now. I know people be bullshitting. I know this person may hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt them before they hurt me. A lot of people have that mentality, like, oh, I'm gonna self-sabotage this relationship before he even thinks to cheat on me, or before he even does anything to me, or I'm gonna break up with this person before they can even break up with me. It's all about being very protective within your feelings, your emotions. And that's one thing that happens a lot in relationships is that, like, y'all both tense and y'all both have y'all walls up. It's like you just don't want to be too vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Because being vulnerable means, you know, you're allowed to get hurt type stuff. So yeah, that's definitely something interesting. Now, when it comes to females and nice guys, I would say within myself, I like to call myself a rude gentleman. Now, I explained this in our other video, but I'll explain it again. Basically, being a rude gentleman is that I grew up being a nice guy. I grew up being a people pleaser. And I am big on being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on being a gentleman. I'm big on being a nice guy. What I mean is that I'll pay for the food. When I'm out with a female I'm with romantically, I'll pay for the food. I'm not with the 50-50. I think it's kind of awkward to pay for something and he'd be like, hey, babe, can you, send me Zelle for half of that? I feel like that's awkward. So I don't like going through that. So I'll just pay for everything. You know, we go kart race, I'll pay for both our tickets. I'll pay for the food. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm a gentleman when it comes to that. I'll pay for the date, right? I'm a gentleman. I will open the door. I will not allow a female I'm with romantically, you know, saying open the car door or open the restaurant door. I will not let her pick up something heavy. If I'm with her, we're at Walmart and you got a case of water, I'm going to pick that up. I'm be like, nah, you're not touching that. I'm picking that up. I'm a gentleman as I'm going to make my female that I'm with romantically feel safe, protected, and secure. I'm a gentleman with that. But what I mean as I'm a rude gentleman is that I still have that red pill in the back of my mind, as in, like, I'm not going to tolerate bullshit. I am not going to chase you. I am going to put you in your place if you try to get crazy with me. And, you know what I'm saying, I still have that red pill ideology, but I'm very big on being a gentleman, very big on being a nice guy. But I'm not a pushover, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good mix of being the gentleman, but, like, you're not going to take that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So that's my point and my perspective on that. And honestly, I think that's a great mix to have. I think a great mix to have is to be a nice guy, be a gentleman, but you don't take bullshit. And yeah, definitely. But I guess I'll end it here. You know what I'm saying? Cool quick little reaction. If you don't know, my name is Vidon Camille, like-minded men and women that wants to be as mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. If you want to do that. Matter of fact, should we make this video a little longer?
The same type of man. Like, we like a nasty fucker.
We like a criminal, like straight up someone who is so visibly violent. That is our type.
Like someone that if we bring them home to our parents or show them to our friends, they're like, what the is wrong with you? Why do they have gold teeth?
You should never even have approached that man in the first place. That is someone who will lead you into a violent and tragic death. And Natalie and I
they're gonna kill your dog.
They're gonna kill your dog. They're gonna kill or your dog. And Natalie and I are like, hot.
Is your preference for wanting a woman who's less experienced comes from patriarchy?
Wait, what?
Is your preference for wanting a woman who's less experienced comes from patriarchy?
What? Your preference for wanting a woman that's less experienced comes from patriarchy? What?
Hot.
Is your preference for wanting a woman who's less experienced comes from patriarchy?
No, it don't come from no patriarchy. It comes from that a female with less body is perceived as higher value. Because it's perceived that she's not going to let any man try to get that. Which perceives that she'll be more likely to be loyal. Which is perceived that because she has less body, she'll have a more emotional attachment to you. When she gives it up to you. It's not patriarchy. It's just a preference. It's what you want. So there is some guys that be like, I want a girl that's more experienced. Like, I don't care if she has a whole bunch of bodies. She's more experienced, so that means she can do this and do that and do this and know this in the bed. That's his preference. Wait, does that come from feminism? What do you mean?
Patriarchy.
if someone's rude to me, I'll instantly be attracted to them.
You are definitely going to, over the next few years, you're going to have someone.
I'm a rude gentleman. This is why. I ain't gonna lie, if a female would out before bed today, I bully them. I pick on them, I bully them, I roast them. I'm a rude gentleman, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny though, cause the niggas I know that they know, is that when you bother them a little bit and pick at them a little bit, and then you say some smooth shit after they get upset with you, and then they be like, okay. You be like, oh, you so annoying. gotta be a rude gentleman, man. Gotta be a rude gentleman.
Like the most toxic,
Yeah,
horrible
like felons.
relationship. Felons?
Yeah,
Is that
love
attractive?
a felon. It can't be domestics. Can't be.
Murder?
But
Murder?
yeah, murder's alright. Depends what they did. If they're like, sticking up for my mum, I'd be like,
Yeah.
These are my needs. I'm gonna get them met, and that's it.
There has never been a single man that I have wanted that I have not gotten because men.
What? Men are what? What? We're easy? Say it.
That I have not gotten because men.
Say it.
They are cheap and easy.
Men are easy. There's one thing that I see something on TikTok where it's like men are easy, guys are easy. I don't think that guys are easy. I think that guys, they lack maybe, okay, listen to this. If you see a female holding her hand with another female friend holding her hand, you'll be like, oh, they're just friends, But if a guy's holding his hand with his homie, it's like, oh, that's gay, right? So there's a whole lot of situations where guys can do something just so subtle that's not even remotely ayo, and guys is gonna say, hey yo. You can say the most simple shit, and I'm not gonna give you an explanation because then niggas gonna try to clip me, right? You can say the most simple shit, right? And then niggas be like, hey yo, right? You can show your homie love, hey yo. You can give your homie a hug, hey yo. You know what I'm saying? Give him a hug a little too long, hey yo, right? The point I'm trying to make is that guys are growing up with a lack of affection, right? They're not getting, that type of affection with their homies. After a certain age, maybe the mother stopped giving them that affection. So therefore, guys are growing up with a lack of affection. And the way they look at it as a way they get that affection is through a relationship or through a female that they're with romantically. So that's why when a female shows him attention or just some slight of affection, he's going to chase that, or he's going to be very easy because he has been lacking that affection his whole life, because small little stuff like a kiss on the cheek or a hug or holding hands or some type of little affection with maybe a family member or a friend is looked as, oh, no, we do. So they're just lacking affection their whole life. So that's why when you show them a little bit of that, they're going to hold on to that. They never felt that like, whoa, wow, this person is, they love me this way. They show me this type of attention. They want to hug. They want to give kisses. They want to be affectionate. So, no, men are not easy. They just, if you're lacking something and you finally find someone that gives you something that you're lacking, of course you're going to attach to it. For sure. If you're broke and you get a job that's like a $500,000 salary, are you not going to just try to stick with that $500,000 salary as much as possible? Are you not going to, as soon as you get that $500 salary, do whatever you can to get that, to secure that opportunity? It's because you've been lacking that, and as soon as you get something that's going to provide something you've been lacking, of course you're going to go after it. So, no, not easy. They've just been lacking something, and now they're provided with.
They are cheap and easy. Alexa, remind me that I don't need a man and men are useless.
You see that, Alexa? I can guarantee you a man built that. So what do you mean men are useless? A man built that Alexa. That house that you're in, a man built that. Those glasses that you're putting on your face, a man probably built that. That microwave in your background, a man probably built that. Come on, the phone that you have recorded on the app that you've created, the CEO, Because you probably recorded, you probably uploaded this on TikTok. The CEO of that app that you uploaded on was a man. So what you mean they're useless? You just use 6 things. You just use 6 things for men. The glasses, the Alexa, the TikTok app, because I'm pretty sure the CEO is a man, the microwave, and the crib you're in. Come on, bro. But I know it's all shits and jiggles. I ain't gonna take it that deep. We're gonna get more into this.
When should I remind you? Every damn day. I don't need to find love. I love myself.
I've never known a man to hold me, to love me, to want me, to be with me, and I don't know if I'll ever find it.
You will find it.
I give up.
I'm so single that whenever they ask for an emergency contact,
So done with dating.
I just been putting Jesus.
What happens if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old to not be able to give him?
See, chat, you remember when a female said like, oh, like she's 30 and she has time? Now this female's like, a different female's like, oh, I'm over 30 and I don't have time to have kids. See how there's a different shift in what people see within reality. Remember I was talking about like, I was saying like, having kids and stuff like that at 28. So that means I got to at least, develop a relationship with a female by like 26 type stuff. And I was saying like, if you're 30, you want to have kids, your body ain't telling you got time. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because now a female that's the same age is saying like, no, you don't have time. She doesn't have time to do that. So
It dawned on me. So it's easier for me to say I don't want kids. It dawned on me. Weird existential crisis. That I'm 46 years old. And I don't have a husband to take care of me.
Hi guys. I'm so sad right now because I just came to a realization these past few days have been so hard for me. And I missed out on marriage.
I'm 46 years old and
children.
I still need my mom.
And right now I'm like, I don't care like if you are rich or poor, tall, dark, handsome, ugly, I don't care.
Okay, that's the end of the video. I do not want to see. That seemed like there's something called negative visualization. I feel like I was just going through some negative visualization type stuff, some stoic shit. It's like something what people do when they want to get more stoic. They just see a whole bunch of negative stuff. I don't know. That just felt like a whole bunch of negative visualization. And I don't want to hear all this and see all that. But nah, man, if you don't know my name, if you don't, I have a community of like-minded men and women. Did I hit record on Streamlabs? I sure hope I did. I did. Beautiful. Hey man, I have a community of like-minded men and women that wants to be as messy, physically, financially, and spiritually. If you want to do that, I can give you a ticket to become a Jumbo Boy. Use WiseKids, your pre-100K ticket. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Gang.